Hello everyone, Moose Torrent here, and today I want to talk about how Fallout 76 PvP seems to annoy just about everyone. There are basically two camps of people when it comes to PvP in Fallout 76. Well, actually probably three, but the first one are people that don't like the PvP. They don't want it in Fallout. They think it ruined the game. That they think that's the reason why there are no NPCs. The graphics are bad. There are a bunch of glitches. Basically, they're saying that because of the PvP, they basically took out what made Fallout and added even more glitches than anyone thought was possible while downgrading the visuals. And I think those are some reasonable points they bring up. You certainly can't argue that a lot of that stuff is in the game. And the next camp are people that want the PvP, and these people are even kind of disappointed with how it turned out. They wanted a more hardcore PvP experience, and they just think Bethesda nerfed it way too much. You'll hear things like, you should be able to do full damage to people right away, because it always gives the other player an advantage. You attack them, they don't take any damage, and they can turn around and do full damage to you, so you really don't have any reason to try to attack somebody first, because you're just gonna die. They'll also say your opponent should drop their guns, armor, or healing items they have on them when they die, so you actually get rewarded for killing somebody. And that doesn't actually have to be their stuff, but it could even be just randomly generated items, just something more than the junk. The caps, though, are pretty decent. I don't think I've heard anyone complaining about getting the caps. And I guess the third type of person would be someone who wouldn't mind PvP and Fallout, but even them, they would say it needs some spicing up for sure. And they wouldn't even care if you took it out altogether. So basically, these people kind of just like, I don't care either way. I just want to play a good game. And I guess I fall into that third category, but everyone really has some strong points. And there's not really much you can do to argue that the PvP in Fallout 76 is good. And oh, look at that, I just died. One of the concerns I wanted to talk about a little bit more is from the people who don't want the PvP, and that is that they think it's going to be too annoying to have to deal with the PvE/PvP balancing. And that's something that came up with Dark Souls being online. I finally snuck up behind this guy. Shot him in the butt. Got him. Basically the concern is you're not going to be able to have as much fun on the PvE side because all of your perks and your weapons and stuff are going to be highly nerfed in order to make the PvP experience more balanced. And vice versa, you could have stuff that's too strong because it's not overpowered in PvE, that when you take it into PvP, it's just destroying everybody, because the players have different health than, let's say, a Scorched Beast Queen, so something that doesn't really seem overpowered at all against her is really going to destroy a regular player. And one of the things I wanted to talk about when it comes to that subject is a rifle called the Dragon. If you're not familiar with that, it is a quad barrel 50 caliber ball rifle. It does the most damage of any rifle in the game, almost as much damage as big guns, and it's really really good in PvP, as you'll see here, or actually you've kind of already seen it. What you can do is just like hide somewhere in a bush in the crouching position and hit someone with a sneak attack. If you're not familiar with how sneak attacks work, if you're crouching, you're in sneak mode, and if you hit someone before they see you, you're gonna do double damage. So a quad barrel 50 caliber ball rifle sneak attack with the double damage is gonna pretty much kill everybody in one hit. Maybe if you have full power armor on, it won't. But you're about to see me get blasted to hell right here. Oh man. So you can kind of see like the 4 different bullets traveling through the air. I mean, it's pretty cool. And in PvE, it's extremely balanced. Because who cares if you're gonna sneak attack kill somebody? That's just a computer. It's not like you can do that to the Scorch Beast Queen. And they do balance it out by having the reload time be really long, as I just get one shot by a fire axe. And that's another thing I want to talk about. But let me finish up with the dragon here. So, I mean, it is balanced in PvE pretty much. But for PvP, it can get really nasty if you just are hiding and sneak attacking people. And like with me, whenever I spawn in, I start attacking the other guy, I'll just get sneak attack from a bush and instantly die. So that is no fun. And here you can see like none of us wants to attack because I must have hit ignore when I died instead of going for revenge or something. I can't remember exactly what I did, but now he's not hostile anymore. But he attacked me, so I don't know how that works. It's kind of weird, but it's supposed to be your opponent attacks you and he does like 1% damage, and then you attack him for full damage. So no one wants to attack first for that reason. But another thing I wanted to talk about, and it's mostly with the melee damage mutations, but I actually can't even think of another mutation that might be overpowered. Maybe the combination of the marsupial mutation and bird bones could be overpowered if you're fighting a melee character, because you could just jump in the air and shoot him and he can't hit you. This guy is kind of doing that as well, you could see. He just leaps in the air, but then he just teleports into me. It's not really a teleport, it's kind of like a super quick dash attack. He dashes into me and I die. So some of the mutations can just boost your damage so high that you're going to kill everybody in one hit. And if not one hit, at least one hit if you're doing a critical in VATS. So if you have a critical stored up, you can do a one-hit kill. And here I'm just trying to get some plastic, and this guy keeps shooting me. I don't know if he wants the plastic, so he's going to try to get it before I do, or if he's trying to shoot me to get me to fight so he can kill me and take the plastic. But since he hit me first, I knew I could get that extra damage, and then see how easy it is for me to kill him. Then I took this stuff, and I was trying to decide whether or not I should just warp away to my camp or if I should fight, but he kind of spawned really close to me, and that was a little weird. And then I was like, yeah, I kind of want to fight, and I was just hiding over here, and he came up from the other direction and shot me in the ass, and I just died. And as you can see, he got the dragon, and I saw that, and that was kind of disheartening. So once I got shot again, I was like, yeah, I'll just get some plastic from somewhere else. So how PvP turned it out was a pretty big disappointment. It was one of the things that I thought would make Fallout 76 unique, might be a cool new addition, and like so much else in the game, it was just a disappointment. And no one is even really trying to do PvP. It happens very, very rarely. That's actually every single PvP experience I've had, I recorded, and that's all of them since I started the game months ago. And I'm pretty much done with it now. I uninstalled it, so I might have one more glitch video just with stored footage, but that's about it.
Welcome, citizen.
I thought maybe I'd stick around and try to do some PvP on the Hunter radio station, but I can't even find anyone with that. I'm just sitting there. So maybe if they add some PvP factions or some events in a update coming up, I will come back and try those out, but for now, we're heading elsewhere. This is Moose Torrent, and I'll be back with another video for you guys shortly.